So every time you go through the toll booth, it feels like the opening to The Sopranos, doesn't it? Hello, I'm Eddie Parker, and welcome to this episode of Gulf Coastal Connections. Excuse me while I speed up a little bit, going on the Lake Pontchartrain Bridge, heading toward my office in downtown New Orleans. So, if you're a regular watcher, I'd like to thank you first off. And secondly, you may know I've not been posting like I usually have. That's because I've been going through some health complications, which you can see by watching the shorts. Long story short, though, I'm changing my style up a little. We're going to be going for live recordings. So, that's what we're going to be working on for the next 6 episodes. We're going to go explore New Orleans today, see where that takes us, do some other things around Louisiana, then we're going to head off for Mardi Gras. So hold on with us. We're heading to the Central Business District. Carondelet Street is where the Parker's located. Been going to the Parker for about 2 years now. Great place to get your hair cut. Have to be honest, the reason I went there the first time, my last name's Parker, the Parker. Yeah, I'm that basic. So this is the Central Business District, founded by the Americans after Louisiana Purchase around 1803. But the Parker Barbershop, they have 3 locations, and one of them is in downtown New Orleans. I think the other one's in Hammond. Maybe they have one in Baton Rouge. I'm starting to look like Uncle Jesse after a 4-day bender, so let's go get this haircut. All right, got the haircut looking better. Thanks Mason at the Parker. So if you're in the Central Business District or in New Orleans in general and you need a haircut, come by the Parker on Carondelet. It is right in the heart of the CBD. Look at all these old historic buildings. Always makes me wonder, it's like, when were they built? Who lived there? What were their lives like? What was it like down here when these buildings were built? So many questions. So when you see this, it's going to be Mardi Gras Day. Now, we're right in the middle of Carnival. So as time goes by, it's going to get more and more crazy here. So I just came into the city to get my hair cut and to pick up the comic books. So Crescent City Comics is my comic book provider. And they pull, which means they pull the comics I want off the shelf and hold them for me. So it's very important that I live up to my end of the deal and come in and pick up those comic books and pay for them at least every 2 weeks. All right, let's see what we got from Crescent City Connection. First up, Avengers. Avengers is a must-have. Not really a Marvel fan per se, but I do take the Avengers. Now, I am a DC fan, especially a Batman fan. So Batgirl, right part of the Bat family. Speaking of Batman, have to get Batman. This is number 6 of the 4 series, I believe. If I'm not right, correct me. Feel free to chime in. Poison Ivy. The little series that just keeps giving and giving. No one thought a lot of this when this started coming out. Issue 41, Poison Ivy, is still coming through. Godzilla, Infinity Roar. Pretty cool title. Godzilla is very important. We're going to Japan next year. Gonna go see some Godzilla stuff, amongst the other stuff. So, Godzilla is a must right now. Speaking of, another Godzilla. Very cool cover. Alright. These are reissues, but I love Batman The Long Halloween. Anything to do with that, I'm probably going to pick it up. And because I do like things off the wall, an old Detective Comics. $8, not bad at all. Academy, the pinnacle of Gulf Coastal culture. All right, I'm heading on vacation, so I am at Academy, about to go in, have a look around, find some shorts. So yeah, can't go to the theme parks unless you got the proper shorts, so here we are. Pretty good place to shop. Look at the Mardi Gras stuff right off. Wow. 'Tis the season. Can't go to Mardi Gras without a cooler. All right, so they got some crawfish stuff now. Now that's something I would wear, crawfish boil. Now these are Magellan. They're black. I like black. Black's beautiful. Then I could get another pair of brown. So yeah, let's see. Whoa, $30. That's not bad at all. So what? Bigfoot. Adam LeWoo had a name for Bigfoot. If you remember it, just let me know in the messages. But there you are, Bigfoot. It's a foggy morning going over the Manchac Swamp. We're heading to the New Orleans airport to pick up my road buddy. And then we're gonna buy a car for my son. So all that's happening today before we head to town for Mardi Gras. Now, like so many New Orleanians, we don't hang out during Mardi Gras. We've seen plenty of parades in our lives. We've caught boxes full of beads that are still sitting around our attics and our garages. We just don't need the headache. Don't live on the parade route. We got to go down, fight the traffic, fight all the craziness, see a parade that we've already seen 1,000 times. Not to say that I'm not going to go back to Mardi Gras. I'm certainly going to go back to Mardi Gras. But hopefully next year we'll have something on the parade route, hotel, something like that, so we can really show you how to do Mardi Gras right. So let's just kick back and enjoy the fog as we head on into New Orleans. But anyway, let's talk about what I'm here to do over the next 6 episodes or so. I'm going to go up to Missouri, turn around, go to Universal, and come back. And we're going to be working on videos where I do a little bit more spontaneous talking. As you can tell, I'm not an expert for it now, but hopefully by the time I roll back into town, we will be. Started off this channel with a background in writing, writing history, archaeology, plays. I wrote some plays up in Northern Virginia, Little Theater of Alexandria. So my background is in the written word, not the spoken word, unless it's spoken by actors. And I just simply cannot remember the lines, shoot the video, be in the video, write the video, edit the video, and have it done within a week. So what we're going to do, we're going to work on me talking while we go out and see the sights. So hopefully you stick along with us while we get better at it. Then when we get back, we're going to start working on some compound videos where we blend the two styles. So we're going to take everything I've ever learned, put it together with some new lessons I'm trying to learn, and look at that fog, man. That is some thick. And anyway, in the end, there's the fog advisory. In the end, we're all going to be better for it, and we'll make some more educational, entertaining videos for y'all. All right, we're at the New Orleans International Airport, the Louis Armstrong Airport, named after the great jazz legend, heading toward arrivals. So the thing with the New Orleans Airport is, if you're trying to pick somebody up right off the curb, well, that could be a real chaotic situation. So what I would suggest is parking. Going in, meeting your party, and bringing them back out to the car. It's a lot easier and a lot less police officers yelling at you. So we are headed toward the arrival garage, the short-term parking garage. Short-term parking, 10 miles an hour. We're gonna pull in here. So hold on, let's find parking. Ah, see, free of charge.
Yep.
So we are recording us driving off, heading in toward the French Quarter. There's the Superdome, Caesars Superdome, where next year's Super Bowl champions, the New Orleans Saints, play. All right, we're on Toulouse Street, heading into the French Quarter. Mardi Gras in what, 4 days? Let's see what this lunacy is about. Well, maybe just the Uber driver with the fancy hat. Nope.
No, they're the the passengers.
They're the passengers. They have come for the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras decorations. The New Orleanians are wearing black, and you can tell us apart. One thing about Mardi Gras, and again, is parking. Where are you going to park? You better have figured that out. Also, remember, you're going to be coming back from those parades rather late at night. So, how safe is the neighborhood you're parking in, you know? French Quarter would be safe. Full of people. Stay where the people are.
If you're not from here, make sure you put an air tag in your car so you can find it afterwards.
Put an air tag in your car and your backpack.
Yep.
So you know which.
And on your keys.
And on your keys. See, I need to start staying at some of these hotels.
Yeah.
You know, and just start doing it from down there. There's some people dressed up, more people dressed up.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
No.
I mean, it's the quarter, so every once in a while you're going to see people dressing up. But this is more than.
They look like they're from a crew or something. Like, you know.
Is it crew or court? Is crew or court today?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might be Friday, a little later in the day.
Yeah.
They go into like the hotel to get liquored up.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
It's the crew of bosom buddies. There's some bosom buddies.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a real slow parade, I think.
Yeah. And then you have Hermes, Detot, and Morpheus
Tonight. Yeah. Look at this. This is some good stuff. Valentine's Day.
Yep.
I bet they get all the candy. What do you think? Is that the Louisiana National Guard?
Looks like it.
That's cool. There is Southern Paws from the Christmas episode. We're going to come up here and stop for some things for her cats, plural. Yeah, this is bad. You don't want to be down here unless you have plenty of patience. Pack your patience pants.
Shim Sham Ball. Mardi Gras Menagerie.
I know, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I want to go to the Shim Sham Ball. That just sounds like it.
Theater? Is that like actually?
Yeah, but they do a lot of stand-up comedy every time I go by it. But I was like, you know, I need to go to the Petit Theater.
Yeah.
I need to get involved. You know, I was talking about earlier how I was a playwright.
Yeah.
Yeah, your boy writes plays.
Yep.
And decent ones from what I understand.
Got into French Fest.
Yeah, well, no, I've read, you know, I've had people that would have criticized me, but said it was all right. So, yeah. They said I was humorous. Well, I should have wrote a comedy, and I thought I did, so, you know. Yeah, there we are. So, foot massages. I could see that. I remember when we were, like, coming down here early, and my feet always hurt.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Now my feet don't hurt. But
Used to it.
yeah, I guess.
Better shoes.
I don't know. Maybe, definitely. What I probably could have been wearing a lot of Red Wings back then.
Yeah.
You know, Red Wing boots. But yeah, if your feet are sore, they're legit, man. It is an actual foot massage. So don't feel bad about going in and get your foot massage if your feet hurt. Now we could park here.
Didn't you have to?
Yeah. Now that's a good look. They're both dollies. Doolin dollies.
Look,
So
there's Willie Nelson's.
that is awesome.
I don't know if the tall girl is, but those are definitely Willie Nelson's. I guess
She
she's
could be a dolly.
Oh, she's a dolly. Is that Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, that is definitely Kenny Rogers. That's cool. And they're all wearing the coats.
So yeah, and there's apparently the kings.
Yeah.
But there's various kings.
Various kings. So that would be, no, you don't look anything like Louis the 14th.
No, I think he's going for that Henry VIII look.
Henry VIII? That's like a quarter of Henry VIII. There's a fake monk. Fake monk alert. Everybody, look at the fake monk. Do not buy their beads. Do not encourage that shenanigans. They get my fraternity brothers before I have a chance to warn them. That's how quickly they move. But there we are. There's our...
Yep.
Now this guy, he is just trying to get you to come eat in his restaurant. So that is nothing but somebody trying to get you in to eat some good food. And they do have good food. Again, the people in black, New Orleans. He is definitely. Anybody in the skull t-shirt? Mermaid skull t-shirt?
Yeah.
Hey, in his head, it's always Halloween. See if we can go up and see this calliope. Calliope. It's one of the words that New Orleans can't pronounce. Calliope. I love that sound. That sound carries throughout the French Quarter. It's one of the sounds of home. You know, you hear that and you're like, I am definitely in New Orleans. Getting a free concert out here. See if that's it or they're gonna crank it up some more. But yeah, look at that ship coming out of the fog. So that's one of the really cool things about this time of year is that we do have such an extensive fog. You can't guarantee you're going to get fog, but very likely. Of course, at Chalmette, during the Battle of New Orleans, the British were counting on the fog, and the fog lifted. And so it is a tricky thing. So we're going to be walking up Toulouse Street to Cafe Beignet in the Jack's Brewery. Now, I've done this extensively. in my videos. So we're going to skip the history part of the lecture today and just go right to the beignets. So I got my friend in from out of town. Cafe Beignet is one of her favorite beignets, if not the favorite beignet. You want to be careful crossing the trolley tracks because you don't want to be the one run over by the trolley. So we're walking down Toulouse, Cafe Beignet. So Jack's Brewery building, very chaotic, very busy. Cafe Beignet, very good beignets. Hear the live music. A lot of them do have live music. $4.99 per three-piece order. Look at the earrings and the Christmas ornaments. Let's see if we can go over here and get this corner table. So we're sitting at Cafe Beignet listening to Led Zeppelin play Stairway to Heaven. Our guy playing Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven on the guitar. So you hear those classic Jimmy Page guitar licks. That's Sounds of Silence, man. Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh.
Yeah. Totally, you'd go with anything, right? Yeah. It's music, man. Hey, it was in Trolls, right? It was in Trolls.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Oh look.
There you go. Take a picture of your socks. Put a picture of her beignet socks into the video at this point. Of course, this is the most Mardi Gras song. First played at the Mardi Gras of 1871, the Rex Gomez Ball.
Yes, absolutely.
They have a full bar here, and daiquiris. Frozen Hurricane or Mango Margarita. Frozen whiskey sour. Yeah, they don't have that at Cafe du Monde. That's a good point. You can't get wasted at Cafe du Monde. These are the beignets, and as you can see, they're not uniformed in any way. Beignets should not be uniform. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can do the classic move. Like I got sugar on everybody else. So we're walking toward the lake on Toulouse. About to hit Charter Street. So yeah, this is what it looks like the Friday before Mardi Gras. Let's look over here, there's people over here. So Friday before Mardi Gras. We've been doing this since 12th night in January, right? Building up toward Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras Day. So tonight is going to be jamming in the quarter. So it'll be wall to wall, people doing things they're not going to remember the next day. All right, there's the dog. The dog's a rock star. Say hello to the blue dog. All right, let's go in. Oh, that is super cool. They got the dog stuff up front, but talking about purple, green, and gold.
Yeah.
Just like a bandana or something that you can wear. He's like really small, like you can fit in your hand practically.
Dog beer, look, dog beer.
Oh.
Cats. All right, we're getting to the cat section. All right, here we go. The cat section. Cats welcome, people tolerated.
I know, I need to get one of those little cat minions.
Look at these. We could just get them that.
Oh.
Bunch of toys. There's
Yeah.
there's those cats. Is that the ones they don't like?
Yeah. Because they're like real food.
Yeah. These cats don't like anything that's not processed. Look at Bourbon Street. Cat toys.
Look at this.
That reminds me of the Muppets, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some t-shirts at the very bottom. Hats for your cats. Alright, so we're looking at these wall clocks. They're under $100.
That's what I want.
Alright, so we're going to get the black cat up there.
Okay.
Alright, so they have a dog bakery here. It's not like the dogs actually do the baking, but they bake the treats for the dogs.
No, that cat. My cat does.
The cat does. See the cat up there? The cat does all the baking here. It's Binks the cat. Binks the baking cat. But they're cool. They're local artists. A local artist does that. So, you know, whatever we can do to support local artists, we're going to do. So we're going to get the black cat up there. And it's going to go home with us. Look at all the dog treats. So we have people gathering for the parade that's about to come down the street. All variety of costumes from Mardi Gras. Louisiana National Guard protecting us right over there. Thank you, Louisiana National Guard.
Did you try that?
If you're not in like some kind of Mardi Gras get up, I don't think they really throw to you anymore. Here we go. We're going. If they're going, we're going. You see one bounce, you got to be like a schoolie fish, you know? They're not going to run over me. I'll dent their car. Yeah. Yeah, it was right at this spot. This is exactly where they landed and started settling the city of New Orleans. Yeah. Crescent City connection. And the boat's disappearing into the fog. And then there's the paddle wheel. Really cool. I've done a lot of videos on paddle wheelers. So if you like that, we'll leave links in the description. This is the Bachelor. It's the area of land between the levee and the river. So all of that, pretty much to Decatur Street, was once this. And that boat right there, all up and down this river, both sides, would have been lined with steamboats. People moving. Well, I know that building right there, the old Jackson Brewery, that was a rice depot. So yeah, probably a lot of rice were unloaded right here during the antebellum period. So anyway, that's what they call a Bachelor.
The river's really low. We're at low water here in the winter. So I don't know if this year they've had to build a salt ledge to keep the salt water from coming up to the New Orleans water intakes.
That's right.
But a lot of recently we've had to a lot. But you shouldn't see all this. The water should be you see where the
that's
rocks
the
change
levee.
color. See where it goes from kind of whiter to grayer rocks. That's where the water should go up to.
And then
where those logs are.
Right, because that's drift.
Yeah.
That's high water mark for this.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, even with all that snow.
Yeah.
So when that all melts,
it's not been enough. It's not been enough.
Wow, that is wild. If you've been enjoying this video and want to help us keep exploring the Gulf Coast, consider joining Gulf Coastal Connections as a channel member. You get exclusive perks like our members-only podcast, custom emojis, and badges that show your support for this community. Just hit that join button below to check it out. It really helps us keep the stories rolling. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, it only takes a second, and it makes a world of difference. Hitting that little red button and the bell beside it means you'll never miss our latest adventures, ghost stories, and our Gulf Coastal history deep dives. And of course, smash that little button if you've had a good time. It helps more folks find these videos and keeps our little Gulf Coastal family growing. Most of all, drop a comment and join the conversation. I always meant this to be a two-way street, because if it's just me talking, well, that's not a conversation, that's a monologue. So tell me what you think, share your stories, and let's keep this thing going together. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support. We're heading up the street, heading up Toulouse Street. Occult Goods, that's another shop I'll never be going to, sorry. Get some other people to cover that. Not my cup of tea. Oh, good one. That's typical New Orleanian. I think she's actually Mother Teresa, a local nun, so She was commenting on the traffic conditions on Toulouse Street. Saying, you know, it's a bit crowded. I think that was her message.
Yeah, that was
The general gist of what she was saying.